when I started digging into the research about the relationship between the brain and scar tissue, I started asking myself, well, how many women have scars? How many of us? Because it seemed like every single woman I talked to after this happened, they all have scars, whether it's a belly button piercing or breast implants or any, like, every woman has scars. So I dug into the internet and I discovered the number one surgery in the United States is cesarean section, and they do 1.3 million every year. So there are literally millions of women walking around with a scar right across their womb, right across their midline. And that doesn't even include all the girls that got their belly buttons pierced when they were teenagers, and all the beautiful women who, created this beautiful body that they love through breast augmentation. There are so many surgeries that women undergo. And a woman I worked with just yesterday, she did not have a C-section. She did not have a hysterectomy. However, because of her breast augmentation, the birth of her second child was incredibly strenuous on her body. And it created a type of disconnect in her abs that she didn't even know she was going to have surgery for it. She was going to actually go and have surgery for the disconnect that was going on. And we just worked with her brain. We worked with her brain and her muscles and got her reconnected in one session. And it's the same formula. I use the same formula with every single woman. It's like literally I was doing the same thing with every woman that would walk in. And so it became like a no-brainer. Like, if there's this many women and this is such a simple thing, why wouldn't I share it with everyone?
Christina, you're so passionate. I mean, I can't even explain how passionate you are about what you do and how you're making this mission to save so many women from this situation in their life and making them happy. And you also explained something to me, what happened to you with your child. If you could kind of elaborate on that too, when this first happened, and I'd love for you to share for that too. This was really cool.
So yeah, I was in Arizona when I received this work on my scar, and so the next day I flew home, and I was so excited to see my baby daughter. She's only a year and a half old, and she's the love of my life. And so I picked her up, and when I picked her up, I felt so strong. Like, I felt like I could hold her over my head and she wasn't going to slip out of my arms, which was a feeling that I was always a little bit afraid would happen. And there was music playing, and I felt so overjoyed I started dancing. And for the very first time, I could actually feel that music in my body. And when I danced, I could feel my feet connecting with the ground, and I just started crying. Like, my daughter was, my daughter was just, it was like the best gift ever to be able to hold her and dance with her and feel it, and actually feel it. And I had no idea how much I wasn't feeling.
You're watching the 5 Minute Bark podcast on YouTube. If you like this episode, you just may like many more. Subscribe today by clicking the red subscribe button in the top right-hand corner.